Fuck, man, who told the orchestra to crank the creepy music to 11? Come on, courier, let's get out of here before... Did that thing just birth a woman? By the Divine's courier, do you know who this is? Besides being the offspring of Mr. Clean getting particularly randy with a pair of scissors, this is Christine Royce. Please tell me you didn't already forget because you're tripping balls off jet right now. All right then, guess I'll explain it for your drug-addled brain. I swear if I wasn't here you would be sitting in a radiation pit with a thumb up your ass. Also, don't think I didn't notice you moving to the bottom option, you crust on the bottom of the semen barrel munching piece of shit. Anyways, Christine Royce was a member of the Brotherhood of Steel chapter that our dear friend Veronica Santangelo was also a part of. As a matter of fact, she is the young woman that Veronica had fallen in love with before Father Elijah split them apart. But I never said where she went after. You see, Father Elijah had moved her from scribe to knight in the Circle of Steel. See, the Circle of Steel was the chapter in the Brotherhood that was meant to hold others accountable and dull out necessary punishment or recourse. Now, when Elijah did this, he didn't think ahead. After his whimpering retreat at Helios, in which he was leaving behind his troops, he went on a crime spree across the Mojave wasteland of the most heinous kind. Some of the crimes he committed are far too disturbing to regale, but one of them I will tell just to set an example of what he was capable of. Somewhere along Nipton Road it was said the bodies of a small family were found, except one of the smaller corpses was unrecognizable due to the flesh having been peeled off and the bare exposed muscles slow roasted over a fire. Needless to say, his crimes were ones against humanity itself. As the knowledge of this fiendish criminal was on the loose, Christine was sentenced with his punishment. She was tracking him down when she had arrived at the Big Empty. However, this would only spell bad news when her and Elijah had been ambushed by robots. The sick bastard Elijah had used internment camp victims from before the war like erratic bombs on legs, and unfortunately this led to Royce being injured and subsequently captured. The robots had taken her to Y-17 medical facility and ran numerous experiments delving into the most fragile parts of her cranium. They had left scars that would never heal, and her ability to read and write words was shaky at best. Luckily, Ulysses happened to be in the Big Empty at the same time, allowing for her explosive rescue quite literally as he blew ass end off the facility after he had taken her to a safe place to recover as they discussed their reasons for being there and the state of the world around them. They both saw the many failures the NCR and Legion had achieved while torching the land in a false push for a better future. This budding friendship would end soon. As when Ulysses received the treasure he came for, he parted ways to the Great Divide to try and heal a fractured nation in the best way he thought. That's not what's important right now, though. Christine had acquired the stealth suit Mark I and knew where Elijah was headed. You would think with a piece of technology called the stealth suit it would be a simple mission, but she managed to get captured again. Now I think it's bad writing on this part that she is a highly trained soldier with experimental grade pre-war equipment, but also still managing to be helpless and needing rescue a lot. It just doesn't add up, and I really do like this character, but that's also just a nitpick. Dog had captured Christine and threw her into an autodock in this tetanus pit we just crawled through. Judging by those scars, I'd say her vocal cords were torn out and surgically put back in over and over again for the past 2 weeks, rendering her mute. So just be gentle when talking to her courier. When we help her, though, she will want to finish her mission and kill Elijah. I can't blame her, but I also can't help but feel that her obsession with Elijah is just another form of greed that this place seems to bring out so well. When she tags along with us, the radio waves that cause our cozy collar of death to beep like a cicada will take a lot longer to send that final signal for the fireworks show. How would I rate her on the Ashyam scale? I would love to give her a 5, but honestly she is a 4.5 on the Ashyam scale. I think her story is pretty interesting, but her ability is only useful when speakers or radios are around. As always, have a beautiful day and love you all. Dagoth out.
Come and look upon the heart, upon the heart. I'm a god. How can you kill a god? What a grand and intoxicating innocence.